fam 305. Yes, we live. The fam 305. Take a ride. The fam 305. Yes, all night. The fam 305. Let's get right. The fam 305. Sit back and take a ride. The fam 305. Let Guru pick your mind. The fam 305. Mama G ready all the time. The fam 305. K-Dub sniping on the right. The fam 305. Dre talking ish all night. The fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. The fam 305. The fam 305. The fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto.
There you go.
All right, y'all. Here's your host for tonight for the Fam 305 podcast.
Yeah, that's horrible when people don't come. That's the worst. No pa tanto.
Yo,
Hey.
yo, what up?
What's going on, man?
My bad, bro. It's freaking. I'm like trying to fix my pump over here.
Your penis pump?
Huh?
Trying to fix your penis pump?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So, man, it's been a
What's going
while,
on?
man.
Hell yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a hell of a long time. We've been recording, doing our thing, but you know, we gotta get back to basics. You gotta bring back the original, the OGs.
That's
And,
right.
You know, this is the fam OG hour with so far we got two of us. Hopefully we can get K-Dub. He's on the road right now, so we'll see if he can join in a few. So lots been going on with you, bro. What's you've had a pretty interesting spring.
Well, yeah. I had a good spring break, man. Yeah, I went to Puerto Rico.
Boricua.
Yeah. Went to see the. Yeah, man. Puerto Rico is beautiful, man. It's like
Yeah. So
Cuba, but if it was taken care of.
So yeah, so like if Cuba would have been right, if it would have been like done right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But like what was one thing that you thought like going in, you were like, okay, Puerto Rico, you thought was one way, but you were surprised. Was there anything that surprised you?
Surprised me.
Like something that you didn't realize that you were like, damn, I didn't know it was like this, or I didn't know this was
I
like
mean,
this, or
very mountainous. Like, just like the downtown part is, it's like, downtown part is,
San Juan?
like beach. Yeah, San Juan. Old San Juan is like, South Beach or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
It's like upscale.
yeah.
Yo.
Yo,
And
K-Dub
there
in
he
the
is.
building.
There he is. All right.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty, and it's very Americanized. It's not like, they have like Burger King. They have everything. They have,
Burger King.
no, it's Burger King.
Pulga King.
Every other sign was Burger King. Let me tell you.
Seriously? Well, you know.
Yo,
Did you want to eat some Burger King while you were there?
I was like brainwashed, bro. I was like, let me just get some Burger King.
Did
You
you
get a double whopper with
Oh yeah, and they have like apple juice, soda, or
Upina?
No, Hugo de China.
Oh.
Chinese juice. I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm not getting that shit.
Now, did you have like any?
Hugo de China.
Then we were in Puerto Rico and eating Chinese juice. What the hell?
Yeah, I was like, what
China
the
is
fuck?
everywhere.
You would think that they would like work hard and make their own shit. You know what I mean?
Well, if you know anything about some Puerto Ricans, working hard in Puerto Ricans, that may not be
But it makes sense. Now you
Yeah.
know. Everyone listening now you guys know that they are. They have a, what is it called? They have like a not a stigma, but like they have, like they have a thing about them that they're lazy supposedly.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's like an unfair stigmatism. I think every group, except for
You
Cubans,
could
of
say that.
course, they work
You
hard.
could
But
say
everyone out of the group, you could say,
everybody's lazy, man.
yeah.
I know a
Especially
couple
age
of
groups.
aliens. You feel me?
Yeah. Not this Chilean. But like, okay, did you have any authentic food? Like, did you eat any like food that like, oh, we don't get this shit here in the States? Like, did you have like real mofongo? Did you have like the
Alcapuria, of course.
the
Alcapuria in the
acapurias,
middle.
huh?
Hell yeah, in the middle of the street. Yeah, it's like
What is an acapuria for those on here that don't know what the hell you're talking about?
okay, alcapuria it's basically street food like empanadas and shit. But this is what they do is they mash down the plantain and they make it into like a kind of like a corn dog kind of thing. And
Yeah.
they stuff the middle with ground beef or crab meat. And
Oh,
then
crab
they
meat?
roll it. Yeah, you could get either or. I was
Damn,
like,
I
yeah,
never had that.
yeah.
That sounds
So
good.
it was
It was
fried,
good.
deep fried though. But it's deep
Deep
fried
fried.
though, so it's
Oh,
not like, yeah,
yeah.
it's not
Deep fried
healthy. This
on
ain't healthy
every
food.
corner. No, no, no. It was good as fuck, though. And they
Yes,
had
it is.
bacalito, like
Uh-huh.
bacalao fried.
Codfish.
Yeah, yeah,
Codfish.
fried with they flatten it, kind of like tostones.
Yep.
They flatten it and then they fry it, and so
Yep.
it's like a crispy.
I've had that before.
It's not fishy like
No.
it's real good. It's not bad. It's good.
Yeah, I know that food. I'm married to a Puerto Rican, so I've had all that before. I just wanted to know for someone who's actually been on the island now and like had the food and compared to the stuff here, because you can get a lot of that here. But like, was the food like the same as the food here in the States? I mean, was it like?
Nah, it's
Did you feel
different.
like? Yeah,
Yeah, like the chicken over there, it's not like
it's fresh.
yeah, it's fresh and it's not the fucking American steroid chicken. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
it wasn't that big. You know what I mean? It was.
That's what she said.
Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly. So
and then also like I know that I want to go off the beaten path with this Puerto Rico now. I've heard stories. So like up in the mountains, did you talk to anyone about aliens and all that shit while you were there? Like,
oh
did you get?
yes, I did. That was the first thing they told me.
What'd they say?
Say, they say, yeah, there's mountains here. They said that there's aliens that live in the mountains.
That's what
And
I
I
was
said,
told
oh,
too.
really? He goes, yeah, reptilians and all this other shit. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even say nothing. They said it already. I
So
was
they were
like, I
like
knew.
warning you, were they like telling you ahead of time, like,
No,
hey, up here, or they were just saying, hey, just so you know, the reptilians live up on that mountain over there.
they were just saying like, oh yeah, that's like a myth, like their myth. That's like one of the myths. Like, oh yeah, they say that they're aliens that live in the mountains.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, there's nothing there, bro. Of course they'll live there.
Yeah, because nobody's up there.
Pure dense rainforest in the mountain, nobody goes up there. You know what I'm saying?
Now, like also, this is the other thing that you hear about people that go to Puerto Rico. So the state like animal is the coqui, which is like the frog. Now
Oh yeah.
they call them coquis because they make a specific sound. So like, describe
Mhm.
what you were hearing. Do you hear them all night? Only certain times of the day or night?
Oh yeah, you hear it all night long. They're instead, American frogs.
American frogs.
They're like, or they go, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
think so.
Yeah,
you
they'll
know,
go ribbit. Yeah.
Or they go, hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. I am Kermit the Frog here.
yeah, over there is fucking cookie. I was like, what the fuck?
They call him my mom.
The whole night.
It's Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Talking about Kermit the Frog here.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
There was a video. I don't know if you guys see. I gotta find it. I gotta share it with you.
You got to put it in the
It's
thread.
on it's like Instagram or Facebook. I gotta find it. I don't know where I just go through it, you know. And it's Kermit on this website called Omegle. I don't know if you guys heard of it, where people go on there, kids go on there, and they flip through basically it's like chat roulette. It's just random video chatting.
Damn.
It's kind of like it's like, isn't that like that masturbation site where you go on it and you see like, oh, never mind. That's another discussion.
You wouldn't masturbate. No. I mean, no, there's no masturbating on there, but you will catch some people doing that shit. That's another discussion. There's a guy with the puppet, Kermit the Frog, and he's like, oh shit! And it's these guys from like North Carolina or something, or Texas or something, with the accent, and they're like, oh shit, it's Kermit, and he's like, hey guys, it's Kermit. Hey. And he goes, what are you doing? He goes, I'm just playing. And then he's like, I'm playing with myself. And then he has a fucking green, like a green dick.
Told you, see the fucking chat roulette. See,
Yeah,
I knew where this is going.
Funny? I've seen a video before that where he does it to a girl, and then she's like, "Don't show me your willy," and it's a girl from England, and he's like, he goes, yeah, I'm gonna show you. He goes, no, don't show me your willy. Why would you do that? I used to watch you, and he's like, oh. Yeah, and like shows it. He shows it. That show's funny. But in the other video, he sucks his own dick.
Oh my god! What the hell?
So,
whoa!
The guy,
this has gone off the rails.
What the fuck, Kermit? What the fuck?
I would say so.
Oh my god, that shit was so funny.
Like the guy on the street confessions. They're like, "Hey, so what's the freakiest shit you done?" He's like, "I sucked my own dick."
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, the guy's like, what?
What's the other one, Dre, that you sent me? Remember, it's the same guy, but he talks about like eating ass. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Eating ass. Oh my god, this has turned into a freaky Sunday.
Yeah, he asks everybody, "What do you guys like?" He goes, "You eat ass?" He goes, "Yeah, I eat ass. I suck that shit out of there." You know, I'm like, "Damn." You remember that, Dre?
No, yeah. There was one. He's like, "Oh, I was fucking this girl. Man, I found out she was a man." He's like, I fucked the whole man that night.
Oh my god! That shit was hilarious. That shit was funny.
How are you people watching?
We send each other stuff on it. You gotta go on Instagram. Look at the videos we send you.
Are you sure you're on Instagram or on Reddit? Because that's Reddit's where all that crazy shit happens. Not on fucking Instagram.
I gotta mention
Reddit too. But these are like Instagram videos, you know what I mean? That we send each other.
Yeah,
it's funny as hell. But no, Reddit does have some good. I love Reddit.
Reddit's like a fucking rabbit hole. Reddit's like a rabbit hole of shit.
Reddit gets everything first. Like if the fucking if COVID hit first, like you would have heard it on there before you would have heard it on TV.
Yep, I believe it.
Yeah, but speaking of animals, when we were in the mountain in my wife's cousin's house, my son Danny saw a very rare creature that lives in the jungle.
He saw the chupacabra?
Nah, not a chupacabra.
Damn, bro. Still looking.
¿Cómo se llama esa? What's it called? Nutia, a nutia.
A nut? A what? A beaver?
A gnome?
Jutia.
He saw a Puerto Rican Jew? Is that what Jutia? Isn't that a Jutia? Isn't that a Puerto Rican Jew?
No.
Oy, pero hermano.
No.
Sounds like a little Jew gnome dwarf.
A Jew gnome. My name is Levi Moskowitz. I'm a Jew gnome.
It's like
Give me your money. I will put it away for you.
It's like
what is it?
A beaver. It's like a beaver.
Ah, a beaver. Was it a brown? Was it a big brown beaver?
Yeah, it was brown. It was like brown. You know what I mean?
Did you pet the beaver?
No, we didn't pet the beaver. But that bitch came out of the fucking forest. Like, oh, Danny's like, what is that?
So it looked like a beaver, but it was like a Puerto Rican beaver.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It was a legendary Pokemon.
It was
as kids would call it today. Okay.
What do they call it? What do they call those things?
I don't even know what we would call it. What do you mean, like a platypus or something?
No, like what would be a Pokemon name for that Puerto Rican beaver?
A fucking beaver?
A Rikachu? A Rikachu.
a Puerto Rican beaver.
A
It could be
Rikachu. How about Rikachu?
It could be
It'll be a fever.
A peaver?
a
A body.
bereaver.
A
A
bereaver.
bereaver.
A bereaver. So, like, okay, so
I don't know.
all right, so back to Dre's Odyssey in Puerto Rico. Was there anything like did you see any weird sights other than the alien? Like not probably aliens, but did you see anything funny? Like, oh my god, what is this guy doing, or this girl, or maybe going by farms and just see something that was like out of the ordinary? Is there anything like that?
Yeah. We would drive on the highway, and then we would see horses just eating on the side of the highway, like just eating shit, like.
They're just open road, like there's not even fenced in. They're just there.
I-95 and we're driving, and then you look out to the mountains and shit. Oh, we kept looking. Oh, look at that, look at it. And then when you see a horse, just like random horse, just eating right there. Or there'll be like a baseball field empty, and there'll be like a couple of horses there. You know,
just chilling.
There's horses everywhere.
So there's a lot of horses, and they're just all over the place.
Yeah, horses chilling. You know.
Now, are the people very like? Are they very nice? Are they very like?
Yeah.
You know how Hispanics are. You know, we're very welcoming. Were they very welcoming? Like, how were the people in general? Like the people that you interacted with?
All the Puerto Ricans showed mad love. All of them. They wanted us to feel at home. They, you know, do you want cinque de agua? This and that.
That's how we do.
Yeah, everybody was showing mad love. It was beautiful.
Now, was it like now living like going to an island? Because you know we're not in the summer yet. We're like in the early spring. Was it really hot? Was it cool? Because I mean you're on an island, right? So you're getting that nice Atlantic breeze coming.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of breeze. It was a breeze to the point that there was people fucking surfing breeze.
So like people you could surf over there.
Oh yeah. People go out there to surf. People go out there to surf, man. It was cool as fuck, man. It was a very, very nice weather. Very windy. It wasn't as hot as we thought it would be. More hot. It wasn't really that hot, you know.
So it wasn't that hot, okay. But with the wind, it cooled off. Like at night, was it like humid or was it like good because of the being close to the night?
Yeah. It was at night, but like towards by the beach, it wasn't that hot because it was very breezy.
Okay, so it's kind of like the climate we have here in Florida.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, wow, man. Like I said, that's great. So Puerto Rico is a beautiful island.
Oh yeah,
that's what they say.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. Everybody should go check it out. It's in my car. Yeah. Okay, I'll get it. I'm doing a podcast right now. Shit.
We're getting prompted. We're getting prompted from the wife. Like, I need you to get something. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, because I definitely wanted to talk to you and get it on here and kind of see what your thoughts were on Puerto Rico and the people and the food. It sounds like you had a great time. And
we had a great time. You know, we stayed with family and we got to experience the whole Puerto Rico. You know. No, we didn't. I mean,
most of it.
Yeah, most of it. You know.
Did you see any of the destruction still from Hurricane, whatever? I forget which one is Maria.
Yeah.
The one from.
Yes, we did.
In that?
You could see it. Yeah, there was a lot of
destruction
in some of the spots. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now, were you ever told like, "Hey, don't go to this area. Be careful. Don't go out."
Oh yeah. We got there and we were like hungry, man, and we had to go. We went to a bar. Our cousin's like, "Yeah, go to this bar. You can order the food there." It was like a little sketchy, you know. We just got to Puerto Rico, ordering food, going to a bar. It's like, oh shit. You know, we were kind of sketched out, but it was actually real. It was cool, man. Everybody was cool.
Okay, because I remember seeing a video you sent out live where you guys were at like a bar, and then you were like, you had like you showed out, you kind of like panned outside of the bar, out into the distance.
Oh yeah, that's in Old San Juan. That's like at the top of the.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it looked pretty sweet. I was like watching because I've never been to Puerto Rico. My family has, not me.
Yeah, man, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. It's like the same price as going to New York. It's the same price.
Yeah, I got a niece that her father owns a house there, and like they've always invited us, but we just
It's
got to set
very,
it up.
yeah, man. We went to Yunque. We went to the mountains, jumped in the water with the rocks, with the river. You know, jumped in the river. It was beautiful, man. Beautiful, bro. That was the best part of our trip,
Going
right
into
Yeah, it
there.
did look nice. The pictures look nice.
Yeah, man. Yo, it was beautiful, man. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. That shit was amazing, man. That was the best part of our trip.
Could you live there? Like if you retire, not now, but if you get older and retire and you're well off, could you see yourself living in a place like that?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, for retirement. Yeah, I could see it. You know, if you like
You
the
live off the
mountain.
land?
Yeah, I mean,
Because that, like I said, I don't know. I mean, I like to be close to the city, so I don't know if living way up in the mountains like that, but
everything's
I never been.
everything's close, man. You know.
And people is poor. And
Yeah.
people have their houses all messed up.
Oh yeah, that's the other. And I like not the negative part of it, but a lot of people have like it's like Hialeah. The houses, they're like bars. Everybody has bars on their windows.
So that tells you that there's some crime there.
Puerto Rico be thieving. Puerto Ricans be thieving.
That's what it sounds like. There's the areas because I've heard stories like
Oh yeah.
Puerto Rico.
No,
I used to work for a security company, and I used to have a guy call me to hook up, to activate the security system and camera system and all that.
Mhm.
So whenever he got him up, and he said it's real bad in there. I don't know what area he was, but I think it was San Juan.
Yeah. Listen, every house has bars on it.
Yeah.
In the city, when I say every house looks like fucking a cell.
So it's like North Dade or Hialeah.
It's like Carol City, North Dade. Every fucking bar.
Everyone.
Every house has bars on it. Every house.
Wow. Yeah, I believe it.
Damn.
I believe it. But
And night is cookie. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
But you can't take them, and you can't take them off the island. They die.
I was looking for the frog, man. I was like, where is it? It's loud as fuck. It's a small ass frog. It's like the size of a finger.
Yeah.
The thumb. It's very small.
Right.
But it makes the noise of a fucking like a whistle. You know what I mean?
It's like us Puerto Ricans. Some of us are not very big, but we're loud as fuck. Just like the frogs. Frogs ain't very big, but they're loud. You hear us. You hear them like you hear us.
Yep. Like a loud Puerto Rican.
A loud Puerto Rican. But we say a lot of other words other than coqui. So K-Dub, I know you jumped in the middle. So what's going on, man? What you been up to?
Not much. Just been doing some interviews this past week. Yeah, just been chilling. I house sat for Dre.
Oh.
Yeah, I did some stuff this past month there.
Mommy, I'm take a shower
While
today.
Dre was away in Puerto Rico, I was living my life in his house.
Oh, living large and in charge.
Large and in charge, No, but other than that, no, everything's all good. Just been playing Call of Duty lately.
Yeah, I haven't been
playing
on
with Josh. But I think my age is either my age or I'm doing something that I'm catching up to it where I'm not as good. I'm not
serious
doing as hot. No. I mean, I'm noticing like little things.
Are you playing as much though?
No, not playing as much. That's
why. That's why.
Yeah, that's probably why. But
it's not you getting old. It's just you don't play as much.
Yeah. I mean, I just when I warm up and I get in there, then I start destroying people, and then I notice I'm like, oh yeah, I just needed to warm up a little.
Play.
I played one game and I didn't do bad, but I got 15-8, and then in the middle of that match, I stopped playing. I was just doing something on my phone real quick, and then I went back into it and I got 8 kills in a row, got a VTOL jet, type of thing, and I was like, okay, then it's not like me. It was just I wasn't all the way in. I wasn't warmed up or concentrating enough.
Like anything, practice makes perfect,
Yeah. Playing with Josh, I really try to keep up. He surpassed me a long time ago, so I'm trying to stay up there, when I play with him. But no, we still do good. I'm not bad or anything. But
You're getting old, man. It's all right. Everybody get old, man.
Yep. You can't. Yeah. Although I was like, it's funny. I was at the store. I was working on Saturday, and I was getting in line, and now at the Publix, they got these automated registers where you don't have to like see a cashier. I mean, there's someone there watching you. So I bought alcohol because I always buy beer on Saturdays because that's where we do the other
and
podcast.
then it makes you get ID'd, right?
Right. So you have to wait, and it's like, okay, I gotta wait. And I look around, and I always crack a joke with the person, like, do you really need to see my ID? I'm like, I mean, I swear I just turned 21, and we start laughing. And then there was another girl that was like in front of me, and I don't know how old she was, and she's like, "Oh, you actually don't look that old. You don't look like." She was giving me a compliment. I'm like, "Yeah," I said, "Trust me, I'm way over 21." So it was like she was kind of like, I don't know, she wasn't hitting on me, but then she said something about, "Oh yeah, I'm almost 18." I'm like, "Whoa, let me stop this conversation right
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
I'm like, "Yeah, well, hold on to that. Hold on to 18 as long as you can." I told her, and I was like, I ran out of there. Like, okay, see it. I ain't talking to nobody. But yeah, man, it sucks getting old. Dre, obviously, we're a little older than K-Dub, but you're not that far away from us either. So,
over 10 years, 10 plus years. So.
Listen, you get faster, older than it takes to get old. The distance to get to old, you start turning old fast. Watch, you'll see.
Yeah, it's surreal because like think about this, guys. Like our first memories. I don't know about you guys. My first memories maybe 3 or 4 maybe, and I don't really remember living like actually doing like really having a lot like thick. Like full memories till probably mid-elementary schools, like maybe starting 4th grade. So you figure when you're in 4th grade, how old are you? Like 8, 9? So from like 9 years until now, grade, that's like your full memory. Yeah, that's like for your full memory. So the first 8 years of your life, you don't really remember much. So it's just kind of crazy how many years have passed, and you're like, damn, have we had this many years that we're on? It's just. It's like it speeds up. My father and our father, K-Does, he's like, man, before you know it, you're gonna be like that. You're not even gonna realize you're gonna be like, boom, you're gonna have kids. You're gonna be. He said it goes so quick, and he's right, man. It's like, it's weird, man. I know Dre is like, you can't really look at the past, think of the past, miss the past. I know he's gonna say that, but man, there are times where I have that feeling, and Dre, KW, you were really a baby. But just the 90s, like the early 90s, like early high school,
the
late
nostalgia,
middle school, that era.
The nostalgia.
Yeah, right, that feeling, being in my backyard, throwing a baseball, having Dre and Pete come over and we're playing basketball. That feeling that I had, at times I have that feeling again, and I like it, but then at the same time I start getting emotional. I'm like, damn, bro, I missed that. I missed that time. I don't know what you guys think about that, about your thoughts on just thinking about the past.
No,
and
playing Madden and shit.
Yeah.
But go ahead,
Oh no! What I was gonna say was, I do remember when I was a kid, growing up. I used to live in Margate, and
I remember that too. Yep.
He would come over and he would teach me baseball, and I was.
Yep.
I
in the
remember
backyard.
I'd go outside, in the backyard.
Yep.
And make me
Switch
swing
hitting.
lefty and righty.
I tried.
It was crazy, but I was kind of picking it up. I didn't pick it up all the way, but
yeah.
But I loved all that. Going to the mall. I was close over there. Playing the arcade. Dad would give me a couple of coins. I would play the Simpsons game.
Oh my God, the Simpsons game. That's right.
Bro,
we had the Turtles. Ours was the Turtles.
Yeah, the Turtles. Yeah, I played the Turtles. No, they had that too.
They had it too.
I love the Ninja Turtles. Dude, I remember.
They got that on the Switch too. That shit's so good.
Remember, bro, listen to this. I remember when I was a little baby. And I remember grabbing the floppy disk and putting it in remember the floppy? We'd have floppy disks, bro.
Floppy,
yeah. Putting it into the computer to play the Ninja Turtle, the little Ninja Turtle, like 32-bit whatever game or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Bro, God, and it wasn't that game that you would walk around and you're playing with your friends. It was you and you're just beating up everybody. It's kind of the same thing, just lower graphics. But dude, all those little things I remember that back in the day when the floppy disks.
Oh my,
Shit.
yeah, fly. You see, that's another thing. Like you age yourself when you tell someone, oh yeah, we have floppy disk 9. Most of the people under the age of 30
Bro.
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yo, what about the goddamn Atari? How about Atari?
You had one.
I
You
had an
one.
Atari. Yeah, I had an Atari.
Yup, Dre was the first one to have an Atari before anyone else. I can remember going to his house playing the fucking Superman.
Oh yeah, the Freeway and Pitfall and the
Pitfall.
Combat, the
Yep.
tanks.
Yep.
That shit
That was
was
amazing back then.
That was like that was like as a kid. I mean, bro, that was like the first time Pitfall. That shit was hard, bro. That was a hard ass.
Yes.
Always fall into the pit.
Now, did you ever have ET? Because like I saw a documentary on it, and I don't know if you ever had ET, the game ET. Did you ever buy that or no? I don't think so.
I don't think. Nah, I think
by lucky, that it bombed.
Yeah, I was gonna say by that time I think it was already in. I was already into Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, because there was a story that they just rushed it out and it was the worst ever, and then they even buried. I guess whatever didn't sell, that Atari had or the company, they took it out to the desert and buried it because it was just like the worst game ever.
They buried it.
Yeah, they buried the copies.
To the desert and go get
right. Where is this shit at? So we could like okay, this is where all the Ataris are buried, all the Atari ET games, but it didn't make any sense. They said it didn't make any sense. It
was too simple. Those games were too simple. It was just like Pitfall was just jump over
across,
grab the pole, grab the stick, and go over the pond, and like make it across the end. Right. And that shit was hard as fuck, though.
Right, and that was it was a struggle. It was like if you do that,
the other one was like crossing the road, like crossing the road and trying to get to the other side, like real simple shit,
Yeah, see, I grew up a little bit after that, and I remember growing up playing like Frogger, Dig Dug, a lot of those.
Oh yeah,
like all that on the computer. I had a computer, growing up and going to the arcade. So I played a lot of Dig Dug, played a lot of Pac-Man. Then as I was getting older, you know what I mean, I started playing more games than these. I don't remember having a Sega or a Super Nintendo or anything like that, but I remember later I got a Nintendo 64 and PlayStation. But
you had a Nintendo, you got mine, I think.
I don't know. Never seen it.
Somebody took my Nintendo. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I don't have it. But I mean, whatchamacallit, like I remember playing all that, like playing on what was it, on Sega. Playing Sega, playing friggin' what was one of the games?
Which one, the Genesis
Lion
or
King.
the?
I think it was a Genesis. It was Genesis. No, it wasn't Genesis. It was the first Sega.
The Sega Master System.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones that kind of copied the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo.
Nintendo. You had Nintendo, and then you had the Sega Master System, which was a little bit better. It was but I think you're talking about the regular Sega Master System.
Yeah, I was playing Mortal Kombat, Lion King, Power Rangers.
I would play. I played Mortal Kombat at arcades, dog.
Oh yeah, we blew a lot of money,
bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, like you had to like search to find out the finishing moves. Like somebody would know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it was crazy, bro.
Yep, that was the thing about that game. It was one of the first games that you had fatalities, and it actually created the whole
blood
rating system. Yeah, you had blood, but it created a rating system. Like after that, they had to create a rating system because that game was just nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it was so good. Like, you had all kinds of fatalities, and then you spawned the movies. To this day, they're still making movies about that damn game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
they still make games. They still make the game.
Yeah, they got one a couple years ago, right? They got even a newer one.
Yeah, the new one's coming out too.
But so like I said, just thinking about that, and then another thing I was talking the other night with a bunch of people, like we're all older, so it's like, what can you say or do that really shows your age? Like I don't know, Dre, I'll start with you. Like, what's something that you can say or that you've done or like that you would show someone and be like, damn, you're old the way you're acting. Like, what is one thing that you would say like, oh man, I know I'm old because I do this, or I have that, I still have this, or what can you say to that? Like I know you said something while somebody else mentioned a floppy disk. Like that definitely shows your age when you're telling someone a floppy disk.
Yeah,
You got to be at least 30.
I'm 30. Yeah, I'm 31.
Right, at least you're in the lower end of that, but
I didn't really per se was born in the floppy disk era.
no,
I
but
was
they were
born
still
after.
using it. Right.
They were still using it, and then they had CDs, and I was like, wow, that's
even CDs.
Yeah, even CD. Like if I mentioned to somebody like, "Oh man," and I remember when I had the CD of that game from PC, and they'll probably look at me like, "What CD? PC? Like what? No, because we download everything, you know."
Right. Nobody does. Yeah, CDs. Kids are even like, "Oh yeah, this is a CD." I mean, obviously, if you have a gaming system, but even some people, everything's downloaded now. But Dre, you got anything that ages you? Is he even here? It shows that he's here. That connection, boy. Let me tell you.
My bad.
Oh, okay.
No, my bad. It's because if I get off the screen, then it fucking I can't speak.
Oh, okay. So,
but fuck a CD. How about a tape?
Oh
a VCR.
My God. Oh,
come on, dog.
I still have them because I still got tapes.
A record.
I got videos. Yeah,
a record.
You come to our living room. You come to our living room. We have a VCR and a DVD player all in one.
Oh man, that's some 2000. That's 1999, 2000 shit right there. But like record players have come back, so like you can say some old LP or whatever. People kind of know about that, but yeah, tapes like a cassette tape or a VHS. Yeah, those things are ancient.
Yep.
You're definitely aging yourself when you're talking about. And I still got up in the attic. I still have a lot of my cassette tapes. And Dre, you remember Columbia House?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah. You still owe money. They still come after you for money. But I have tapes that I bought from Columbia House. All right, I got from Columbia House. I never bought them, right?
It was like I couldn't believe that was even like. I remember one day I thought it was a scam, and then I remember like all these CDs coming through. Like what?
It is a scam. Get these 10 free, and then make sure you still have to buy X amount over the next. Otherwise, we come for you.
What?
Yeah, it's like a like you would. They'd be like, because back then, again, this is like the internet was in its infancy, so you didn't have streaming sites, but people listen to music, and we're still going to the stores, and each CD was like $12 to $15, unless you were getting like a deluxe CD or a tape. So they were like, "Hey, you joined." It was one of them was called Columbia House. If you joined, you can get like 5 or 10 free. So you can pick out 5 or 10 tapes or CDs free. You pick them, you pay like just the shipping. But over the next whatever, you have to buy now X amount of tapes. You have to go and buy. You're in a contract. Otherwise, they charge you. Right, and you had to at some point. So that was how they got you, and you had to buy the other ones. Otherwise, they'd come after you.
Mm-hmm.
So it was I don't know if it was a scam, but it was a way to get people to get a lot of tapes. But then you still spend money.
Shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, those old school shit, man. Shit.
But yeah, I don't know. I just get nostalgic sometimes, but that's what happens when you get old. That's what happens when you get old, man. You start thinking back, and then instead of looking forward, although we should look forward.
Shit, I still got my like K-Dub knows. I got my grandma's 2002 Corolla. Boy, this thing is a classic, dog.
Yeah, he got the Corolla.
Yo,
the Corolla.
That shit has no roll-up windows. That's old school as fuck. Remember roll-up windows?
Yeah.
You got to get in the car. Hurry up, lower the windows. Anybody in there, lower the windows, quick.
Oh my God.
Or you'll be burning in there.
Work?
Yeah, AC still works.
Okay, because you gotta have AC working, otherwise.
Oh, you crazy? Of course.
But in a couple minutes, we're gonna have a special guest. He's gonna be jumping in. He's gonna come in, and we definitely got a lot to talk to him about. You'll see. He's a very. I talk a lot. About him on the thread. So we definitely gonna. He's got a lot going on in his life, so we definitely want to talk to him and see how he's feeling right now. But before we get to that, obviously a lot of shit going on in the world today. Now we'll move on to the more serious shit. So Dre, is the world gonna end yet or what? What's going on? What are you hearing?
Nah, America might end, but not the world.
Not the world? America won't end, man. Come on, man. We've been around 248 years or something. We got at least another 50 years, right? At least.
50. You must be thinking like Biden, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Biden got another 8 more years to go, dog. Right?
Well, he's gonna be reelected. He's gonna be reelected. We know that because,
He's gonna
buddy.
get reelected.
Yeah, our
He don't even know what
buddy.
year it is, bro.
That's okay. As long as he gets up, he can say his name and he can sign. We're good. You could have a trained monkey. We could have a trained monkey.
He can get up.
Yeah, if he can get up in the morning, okay, you're good to be president. Because like Kamala, they got Kamala in Africa right now, so she's doing her own thing, so we don't have to worry about her. Biden's good. Biden's good, and you know, and we'll be all right in 2024. Yeah, you know, they're not gonna have anybody from the Republican Party that can run because there's nobody left. But hopefully, our special guest can fill us in on what's going on with that part. But yeah, man, like what's going like Dre, bro? Like everyone's against the United States now. It seems like. I mean, Russia, China, Saudi Arabia is now saying that they're gonna do their own shit. They're raising
There's
prices.
not gonna be no more petrodollar. I told you, man. It's crashing. Everything's gonna be fucked up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I noticed that some countries are not gonna do the dollar anymore.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Dollar? Why they get?
I wonder why.
Because we're powerful. Because we're powerful.
No, we don't have no more power. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But you don't want to listen to me. You think it's all. I'm telling you, man. They don't have no more. They don't have no more power, bro.
We made a mistake when we opened up China in the 70s when Nixon basically opened China to the economy, the world economy, because they were kind of like communist country, recluse. They were kind of doing their own thing, and we figured, well, how do we fight Russia? We'll make friends with China, and they got 1 billion people at the time. You know, let's help them out. And then with that huge market that was going to open up, we were going to be partners with them. Well, we became partners with them because we buy all their shit. But now they're now like, you know what? Well, now we want to take Taiwan back, and we're doing our own thing. We're building aircraft carriers.
That's going to happen.
I know. Well, they're going to go to war. I mean, it's not going to be easy. I mean, invading Taiwan is not like Ukraine. It's actually harder because they have to invade. You can't just walk over. There's no land bridge from China to Taiwan. You got to invade via amphibious ships. So you don't think the Taiwanese got shit set up for them, waiting for them? You don't think they got bombers? You don't think we have shit? I mean, that's why China, I don't think is not going to do it. Or if they're going to do it, it's going to be a good probably 10 years. Because it's going to be a problem.
It's not going to be 10 years, and it's going to happen very soon. Okay?
How soon?
It's not. How soon? Like within a couple of years, maybe by next year. Or
so you think by 2024, you think they're gonna invade Taiwan?
Yeah. They're gonna. Crazy. It's gonna be, bro.
That's crazy.
A lot of people are living under a rock, bro. A lot of people don't understand. As soon as everybody officially makes it that the petrodollar, they're not going to use the petrodollar. The United States of America is gonna fall like to their knees. We ain't gonna have no money.
War with somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna be an automatic war because we ain't gonna have no money. So they're gonna. Like you said, the only thing that they could do is start a fucking be the big bully and start a war. But the problem is that America is divided,
right?
With Biden and Trump. You know what I mean?
Oh yes,
just like
Trumpy.
that
with Trumpy. Yeah. But like I said, I mean, are they really though? Because like if you look at like the registered Democrats, there's more registered Democrats than Republicans. And obviously I would say 30% of the Republican Party is like, or 30% of the voting base is strictly like MAGA Trump. But there's 20% that are not. They're not like hardcore Trumps. I think they want somebody that's responsible, that's maybe conservative. And I think they dealt with Trump because they felt like he was different. But I think the show's over for this guy. I think we already know he's got too much shit going on. Like he has too much skeletons in his closet that's coming out. A lot of it's going to be coming out shortly.
Well, I mean, if you believe that he's gonna go to jail and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
If it's gonna be the real, nah, man, bro.
Eventually.
First of all, it won't never be the real Trump. Let me tell you.
Well, they'll probably clone him
You
or
think
whatever.
for TV purposes,
Right.
it's like Sleepy Joe. If you think that's the same Biden in every fucking, it's a fucking. They gotta put a new clone in.
Right.
That motherfucking clone be dying every other day. You understand?
I
He's
know.
fucking stuttering and doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Come
But
on, man.
it's not gonna they're gonna try to delay because they don't want him to run, because if Trump runs, he's gonna win. You know that.
Well, that's the thing. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough votes to elect him. I mean, now with the shit that's going on, hopefully our special guest will kind of help us understand this. But he's not going to get enough votes. Like he lost 2 years ago, not having all this shit over his head. Now with January 6th, with the indictments, with more indictments coming up, like with all his shit that's coming out into light, they can spin it all they want and say, "Oh, it's a witch hunt. It's the deep state. They're trying to get rid of him." But like an educated voter that sees this and says, "Okay, do I want a twice impeached, not convicted, indicted president that brings too much trouble? Do we want to put that back in office? Do you think that's going to be good for this country? Make deals with criminals, with Russia and North Korea? Do we want that guy?"
Right. But do you want to stay with Biden, who's giving all the U.S. money to fucking Ukraine and not giving a fuck about America? I mean, you got to pick your poison. You got to pick your you got to pick your poison, though.
I understand.
You're gonna put all your money into Ukraine, and the rest of the world is teaming up against the United States. Do you see that or no?
Well, the you got China, you got the BRICS countries, you got China, you got India, you got South Africa. Rumors that Mexico, which that's a mistake. If they do that, they'll be fucking done. But I just think it's all fake information and just trying to
Why is it fake?
not fake, but I think they're trumping it up, not to use the pun. I think they make it sound worse than it really is. Because it's all about resources. I always tell people, if we want to dumb it down and you guys want to understand how this works, it's always about resources, what you have and what you don't have. Now, China, what do they have? They have more people.
They have everything.
They have everything, right?
Yeah.
Now,
they don't really,
right?
They don't really
have everything
seek to get more stuff.
But
right?
guess what? You know what their largest trading partner is? It ain't Russia. It ain't fucking Saudi Arabia. It ain't Ukraine. It ain't Mexico. Their number one trading partner is the United States of America. We buy their shit. You go to Walmart, you go to online. Why?
We are China.
Why? No. They buy our treasury bills. But you got to understand something. If they go to war with us, they fucking destroy their economy, because guess what? The spigot gets turned off. And guess what? We don't pay their T-bills are worthless, because we're not gonna pay them back because T-bills, if you know what T-bills are, it's basically paying interest to invest in the United States. We pay you back your money, and then at the end of that money, that time, you get the money that you invested. Why would they go to war with the people that's paying them? I'm just saying, you're saying that we're going to war, but
I know, but that's just like you said. Why did Putin blow up the pipeline by himself? Why would he do that, bro?
We don't know who did that. That could have been the U.S. It could have been Russia.
It could have been, yeah.
But oil.
This is what I'm talking.
Who's out on the oil? Europe.
Listen, the problem is what you need to understand. You're talking about bills and the owing the money. None of that shit matters when they're in control of the world, dog. Do you understand that?
Yes.
That goes all out of the window.
But how do you control? How do you control the world?
How do you control the world?
How?
You make everything ran by their currency. Right. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
But in order to control your group of people, what do you have to do? To control them, you have to provide them with what? You got to provide them the ability to work. You got to give them the ability to fuel their cars. You got to give them the ability to put light in their house. You got to give them the facade that says, guess what? You can go out and earn a living. You can go out and watch TV, and we let you do whatever the fuck you want. Meanwhile, we're doing things behind the scenes. If they don't do that, then they lose that control. Those individuals or those governments or those people that run those governments, the deep state, quote unquote.
They want it to be communist. They want you to depend on them.
They already do. We already do. That's the thing. We already do to a certain level. We're already tied in. What do we all do? What do we got our heads down in all day? We're on a phone.
No. Here we're the last standing, but we're the last standing country. That has independence. Yeah. I mean, we halfway standing in here, and they're about to come. They're already invaded, man. They're already invaded up in here.
Well, bottom line, I mean, in my opinion, I know something's coming. There has to be a change, but I think a lot of that's just trumped up or not made up, but they're making that to get like people to look the other way and get like in a fight because other countries want us to fight. That's why in 16 the Russians were so interested in our election because they wanted Trump to fuck around with Clinton because Clinton was hardcore against Russia. Like we would have had the Ukraine war in 2017 if Hillary had gotten elected, because that's how
Of
hated
course.
Putin was. But since Putin and Hillary hates Putin and vice versa. Like those two
Yeah.
do not like each other. So when
Because
they got
Putin
Trump
is
in,
anti deep state, and Hillary Clinton is the queen of deep state.
right. Look,
Yeah.
I'm not defending her. I'm just telling you that like they don't like each other. And Putin's a mobster. He was with the KGB and ran the mob out of St. Petersburg. And then he kind of moved up the ranks and turned face when he became president. And then he became, we're bringing back the KGB. We're just going to call them the FSB. They're not KGB, FSB, and now we're going to do shit like we used to. But they're not. They're not like they once were. Their military is garbage. The only thing they got going for them is their nukes. Because if they didn't have nukes, their military, they got hypersonic missiles. Woohoo! They're bringing out tanks right now. They're taking tanks to Ukraine that were used in World War II. T-55s.
But that goes to
that's
show
how
you,
bad
bro.
they are. That tells you how bad they are.
Bro, why would you waste your top of the line grade?
They've already used them. That's
weaponry?
why. Yeah.
Bro.
I agree.
Bro,
Yes.
come on, man. Listen to how you talking, bro.
It's the truth. Now are they going to use all their tanks? Of course not. They didn't send all their newest tanks. Of course not. But for them to send those tanks out there, number one, they're low on armor, or they're not. They don't have enough armor that they're going to need. And number two, they're putting people to death. Like they're sending soldiers out there to die. They're basically fodder. That's fucking crazy. I mean, if you could defend that, like this guy's sending soldiers out there to die. Both sides, obviously. But Ukraine is defending their country. Like they invaded Ukraine. Whether you think Ukraine is Nazi state, corrupt, which they're all corrupt to some level, but Russia did invade Ukraine. This is the truth. This is the facts. They invaded last February.
Right, and the same thing is going to happen in Taiwan.
Well, yeah, but
Taiwan is an old Chinese state. China's going to invade
yeah.
and take them. And if you think that's not going to happen, watch. You'll see that's going to happen in the next couple months.
So by that logic, we can have Britain invade us and say, well, it was once a British colony. We need to invade the U.S. And China.
Hey,
China.
Putin did it.
Well, yeah. Well, Ukraine was once part of Russia. And then what happened? Back in the early 90s, they said, okay, we're going to sign a deal. I'm going to give you back. We're going to give you Ukraine. We're going to take your nuclear weapons that were in Ukraine because we were like, don't worry about it. We're going to take it, which was a mistake by Ukraine, right? Now, fast forward, they want to have an operation and take Ukraine back. Why? Because, of course, they want all that wheat in the middle of Ukraine because that's very good fertile land, and they have more Black Sea access. So, of course, they want all that land back. And they got Crimea, which they already took illegally, and Obama didn't do anything, and that's obviously a problem too. But I mean, I know you can mention the deep state and all the other stuff going on, but on the surface, it's fucked up what's going on over there, and it didn't start with Biden. This shit has been going on for years. You know, even before Trumpy, Obama didn't do shit when Crimea was taken. They should have fucking did something back then, and they did nothing. Then he went to Georgia, and we did nothing. And Putin's like, "Fuck it, let's keep going. Let's take the rest of the country," and here we are. But
yeah, man.
You know, is our special guest there? Yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting on him. Is he there? I thought I heard him.
Yeah, we got him here.
Okay, so all right, so so he's had a rough couple weeks, although I don't know, depending on who you ask, maybe he's had a good time. So I think we have in here to join us is Trumpy. So Trumpy, are you there? Are you here?
Yes, I'm here, Guru. I've been here for quite a while, actually. I had to step out and use the bathroom. I'm getting old, so I came back, and you're still talking about the same thing.
Yeah. I know, Trumpy. I'm sorry, Trumpy. Well, don't you wear the pens? You didn't have to leave. You could have just sat in there. And, you didn't have to leave to go to the bathroom. I hear you wear the pens.
That is, I cannot disclose that information. I might have ran out of those type of pads, but I'm here. I rushed just to come here. And I didn't put on the pads. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I forgot.
Okay. Well, that's understandable. We don't want you to shit yourself and piss yourself. So, Trumpy, my first question to you is: I hear that you've been indicted and then Tuesday you're gonna have to turn yourself in. What are your thoughts about that? About turning yourself
Well,
in?
Well, I mean, everyone loves me. I left the other day from my home in Mar-a-Lago. Plenty of people there were supporting me. I had
Like
a great
15
time.
people there. There's like 15 people that protested, by the way.
That's
But,
that's
yeah.
a lot. That is more than a couple. I mean, I don't know.
It was a huge crowd,
But
right? You telling me it was a
it
huge
was
crowd there that was helping you?
it was a huge it was huge. It was the best. It was the greatest. I don't know what other words I can use to explain the
huge. I think it's what you like to use. You go huge.
yeah,
It was a
yeah, it was
huge crowd,
huge.
right?
It was a huge. It was great. I had a great time. I said hi to everybody, and I left. But I don't know. I might get away. I hope this is not on the record, but I might get away. I might go on my secret jet and
Your
go
Trump jet,
somewhere
your
else.
Trump jet,
My Trumpy jet. I like to
Trumpy
call
jet.
it.
Are you scared? I mean, are you afraid? Like, what are you thinking right now? I mean, you could go to jail for this. What are your thoughts? Are you afraid? Are you not afraid? Are you like, are you gonna be okay in jail? Do you mind? You know, I mean, what do you think?
I don't show fear. I don't even know what fear is. It's how I became where I'm at now. I'm a millionaire. I mean, I have no fear, Guru. No fear.
I can tell. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at all you've done. I mean, you've made a lot of money over the years, or leveraged a lot of your money now, and here you are about to get indicted for like, what did you get into? Well, if you don't remember, you're getting indicted for apparently having sex with a porn star and then covering it up and telling someone, hey, listen, pay her off, and I'm gonna use it as I'm gonna call it something else, because that's why you're getting in trouble. I know you know this, but what are your thoughts on the charges?
Everything was a big misunderstanding. She, she thought she was gonna get the big kahuna, and I did not provide, and felt embarrassed. So I did what I had to do. I mean,
yeah, I heard it was not very big from what she's been saying. She said that it was not very much at all.
this is all off the record, right?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she said, she wanted to have a great time. I, did my thing, but she got embarrassed, and she wants to get back at me. And now
She did.
I am
Looks
caught.
like.
I'm caught in a lie, hard in a hard lie. Actually, I can't even
Wasn't
lie.
too hard from what they say, but yeah. So Trumpy, what was your, another question is, last weekend you were in Waco, Texas. Why did you think it was a good idea to have a rally in front of a location where almost 100 people died because of some cult leader who basically didn't let the FBI come in? And it's funny you do that there, because some people would say the MAGA movement is like a bunch of cultists. So what was your idea going to Waco to do a rally?
That was actually my team. They chose that spot just for that exact reason. I didn't choose it, but it was a great spot. It was, they chose that, and they wanted to get some PR. I mean, I don't know what
got PR for sure.
I got PR. So my team, they're the best. They're the greatest. My team knows what they're doing. Been using them for almost I don't even know how many years now. I don't even know if am I president yet. I don't know what is.
Well, so they thought you were president. You thought you were president for a good 2 years into year and a half into Biden's administration. You still felt like you were president.
Well, I mean, when you walk out and you're me, everyone says Mr. President. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I am Mr. President.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not. You're former president. And I want to say, finally, I just want to ask you, or Dre, do you got any questions for Trumpy? I know I've been taking over the airspace.
Yeah, Trumpy. You could ask Biden to get some Depends. I'm pretty sure he's got that shit stacked up in the White House.
I mean,
he can hook you up.
Yeah, he's a great friend. I talk bad about him.
He's a friend. So you're playing us then.
But no, I mean, you gotta, what they say, Guru. Okay.
Yeah.
Have your friends, your friends close,
your enemies
closer. Okay, that's my friend. He's a good friend. He's a great guy.
He's a good friend. Oh.
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy, and I think Putin's a great guy. I think Putin's a friend.
I mean, I don't even want to say this, but sometimes I mess with him when they're talking to him through the mic. He has a little mic, little Bluetooth in his ear, That's how he's able to actually talk. He doesn't know what the hell he's saying. But
they all do that, by the way. But yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we all do that, but I mess with him. I actually have direct, connection to it, and I tell him to say weird things, and he does.
Well, Trumpy, I wish you luck. I hope your protesters in New York don't try to get too crazy, because I was in New York last year during the Thanksgiving Day parade, and there are cops everywhere, and they are numerous. And anybody that tries to act up, this is not January 6th in the streets of New York. They're not going to put up with the MAGAs. So I hope you don't say too much crazy shit the next few days. I hope you keep people calm. Okay, Trumpy. We don't want any problems in New York because we don't play.
Well, I mean, marijuana is now kind of legal in New York, so I mean, I hope they are all calmed down by the time I'm there. So.
And yes.
And yes. So, all right.
Yes.
All right, Trumpy. Well, good again. I wish you all the best, and I hope you don't. I hope you don't win, but we'll see. I mean, you might be locked up. I mean, I guess you could still run for office being in jail. So, Trumpy. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna be kind of hard, but we'll see.
But I like always, guys. Thank you for having me. I gotta go. I gotta change my pants. I crapped it. But like always, guys, I love you guys. You guys give me great enthusiasm. You guys are the greatest, the best. I love you guys. I gotta go change my pants.
All right, Trumpy. Yeah, Trumpy's gonna have trouble, but I don't know. I don't know.
Trumpy stinks. He did.
Yeah, he's quite a character, but we'll see, man. Tuesday he's gonna go to New York, and they're protesting. They're doing an event. They're like, oh, we're gonna come to New York, and I'm like, y'all better be careful that this ain't Washington, this ain't Georgia, this ain't Texas. That's liberals. There's liberals in New York.
Assassination.
No, but I'm just saying, like, somebody starts to protest, the cops are gonna fight back, and people in MAGA hats, it's kind of like a bullseye. Like, you want to see if you're a fucking scumbag, or you want to see if you're causing trouble, you're wearing a MAGA hat. Like, we know who you are, and I don't know, man. We'll see.
What we don't want is a repeat of the fucking Washington D.C. What happened during that? That's what I think might happen.
But they want that. They want that.
Yeah,
the Republicans
that's what I'm saying.
And MAGAs.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Dre. I don't know if this is the start of something. Is there something maybe this is gonna, like? What have you heard on your conspiracy channels? Is this something that's orchestrated? Or
first of all, they'll never put the real Trump in jail. Okay, I mean, you could think that all you want. It's like
I think it's a low possibility. I agree with you there. I just
that's
think
not going to happen
because he has too much dirt.
I mean.
He knows
the problem is that you're riding on all the dirt that they got on Trump, and you're not understanding all the dirt that they got on the deep state. You don't know that part. You know what I mean?
Okay, but how is it? Who's in the White House right now? A Democrat. Yeah. Who's running the Justice Department? If there's charges, then where is it? Bring it out.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's what they got to do. That's what they got to do.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's the thing. They're running the show right now, and it's a show. It's all fake.
I agree.
So they're gonna put all the things. They don't want Trump to run. Like I said, they don't want Trump to run. They're gonna disrupt it so he don't. If you ask me, he's getting too old to be running anyways.
Both of them. I think both of them. I agrwhat of them. Like
they're gonna put they'll put DeSantis or somebody. But this is what you guys think that you think that it's like a done deal with Biden, and Biden's gonna get reelected, and he's gonna it's probably not gonna be no more United States after this. Let's just say it'll be something different. So
I don't know, man. I think you might see a civil war before we fucking have, I think this country may break up at some level, then have, like us completely getting taken over, because you got in the major cities, it's major Democrats, and then you got the sticks in other parts of the country that are major Republicans that have guns. So I just can't see it going, it would be like a breakup where it would be like maybe certain areas would go one way or the other. But I just, man, we're too big to fail. But I don't know, man. Rome was too big, right?
Nah, yeah, right? Man. That's the thing that you got to understand that, it's not, you still thinking like it's like the 50s or something. Like the United States is like going down, man. Like it's really going down. Like as young jock, it's going down.
Yeah.
It's going down.
It's going
Maybe
down,
in
and you think the problem is that people think because Trump's getting locked up. This is like the worst shit that could happen. You know, while we're having turmoil, we locking up an ex-president, and China's just taking over the world. Like, it's fucked. We're in a fucked up state right now, bro.
They're in Central America. They're in. I mean, no, I agree with you. China's flexing their muscles now, but I think, we still got something left, man. I think we got something up our sleeve too now.
The only thing we got left is the people trying to fight for freedom. Okay, Biden and the Democrats are leaning all the way left towards the Chinese communists. Is what you need to understand.
Yeah, but how are they in bed with China if they're like at this moment right now? I mean, we're having issues with them. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like, I mean,
no, yeah, because you're watching TV. Because on TV it don't make sense. But these guys talk. You got to think power. You got to think power, bro. They're gonna the Chinese. They're gonna make everybody use the. You know how the power. This is how you know that China is taking over, because from now and before, not now. I would say before Trump. The United States had a grip on the petrodollar and everything. Nothing was happening, but it was slowly going down, slowly going down the drain. Now it's down to, they already saying it in Instagram posts and on TV. Iran, Russia, they're all going to go use the yin for the money.
The yang.
The yin yang twins. So what do you think?
Because everything's coming from China anyway. So
yeah, but what do you think that's going to happen?
Well, so they got to make a choice.
The United States is going to go to a war with I don't know, with whatever country, I don't know.
So then let's fast forward. I mean, if you want to look at a movie that would portray this, I always like the movie V for Vendetta, because in V for Vendetta, the United States, it's in the future. But the United States basically fucking fell apart. It basically became like a fucking zombie wasteland and infighting, and they talk about that in the movie, like USA, they're like asking for handouts and they're fucking going to flames, and in Britain is now like a fascist country. It's like it's almost run how if Trump, I'm saying Trump because I like, because in the movie this guy is like Trumpy. He's like a lot like. He's all about the country. He's country first, Britain's first, and he rans like an iron fist, like a dictator. People can't go out after night. There's I'm not saying Trump would rule that way, but he's got certain marks like a Trump would, very vain, very all about the country, and that's how it starts. Because Hitler was the same way. It was all about Germany, the people. Germany won, and what happened? He took over, and then everything became nationalistic. And then they're like, all right, let's go invade Poland, let's go invade Czechoslovakia, we're taking France. I mean, that's how these people are. They're all about them and the country, and they draw you in because it's so nationalistic. And they turn it around and say, all right, now it's my country. So I think you're onto something, because our country is kind of getting torn apart from internal factors. And obviously there's external factors. There's other countries seeping in and doing shit. And the internet's kind of propagating it and putting it out there. Because 50 years ago, how did you know what was going on? You didn't know. You turn on the TV, you read the paper. Now, every fucking 5 seconds, you can refresh your feed on Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, and you see what's going on. True, right?
I wish we can get a little Grogu in here. He could tell us the steps of. He could tell us the steps of war.
Yeah.
What happens like before war? You know what I mean? He knows all that shit.
I agree. No, I'm just saying, man. I'm torn, because I understand your thinking. Because I think logically, like I plan things out. But I just think that the United States is so big and so huge. I don't think they're going to allow us to go down that route so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like in our lifetime, maybe our kids' lifetimes when they're old. Maybe.
You very you're not informed, man.
Not that I'm not informed. I mean, because like I said, I listen, I read,
I
I
don't
look at everything. I don't just look at CNN or MSNBC.
I don't watch MSNBC.
I don't either.
I don't watch fucking.
I don't either. I watch a little CNN, but I'm not on there all the time. I'm on Twitter and I see everything. Right wing, left wing media. I see everything and I read it.
No. And let me tell you, everybody's gonna lean towards. See, I'm a person that I don't like. I didn't even vote this time. I voted last time. I didn't even vote this time. But what I'm telling you is that.
Shame.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't give a fuck because this all of this is fake, anyways. Until we have a fucking revolution, but all this shit is controlled, man. All this shit is controlled.
To a certain level, I agree with you. I think it is controlled, and the internet is creating people where they are now getting detached from what the state wants you to believe, what countries want you to believe, and you can go out and look, and you can see this information and not be, unless you're living in China or Russia or Iran, where they control, or North Korea, where you only have one side. Like in Russia, you don't think, and nobody looks at the other side of what's going on in the war. And nobody sees what's going on. They only see what Russia wants you to see, the government wants you to see, which is they're winning and they're on a special operation to go after Nazis, whatever. Mm-hmm. But here in the U.S., guess what? If you want to go on the internet and look at something that's right wing and starting shit on one side, you can see that. You want to see left wing MSNBC, left wing Zionist, fascist, or you want to call us fascist. You could see that. There's not you're not getting restricted. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
people people see what they want and what they're comfortable with. But you know what? Right. There's what you like and what you're comfortable with, and what's right and what's wrong. Right. And also what's correct. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people have mad hate over Trump. Mad hate. And they don't want. The only reason they pick Biden is because of hatred. Well, and you got to be able to. You got to be able to talk to people. You got to be able to communicate and disagree. You know what I'm saying?
But Trump doesn't communicate well. Trump was a divider in chief. He didn't bring people together. When I listen, look, I grew up in the '80s, and you did obviously. I grew up with Ronald Reagan. When I listened to Ronald Reagan growing up as a kid and a young child, I was like, wow, he could talk. And yes, he was an actor. Yes, he knew how to talk to people. But he was someone that I think both sides could agree on. Now, he was doing shady shit too. We all know that. But when this guy Trump talks, he's not a divider. He talks about, look, let me go back. In 2016, when I didn't vote for him, I was like, I'm not voting for this guy. I know he's a scumbag. I know he's from New York. Every New Yorker can tell you this he's just a shyster. But whatever. He got elected. I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to his speech because maybe he'll turn off that the way he talks and he'll change. He talked about the carnage in America and this. The things that he was saying was very divisive. I'm like, this is the president and we're going to have for the next 4 years? And I was like, I'm done with him. At the inauguration, I was like, I'm done with this guy. I'm not going to deal with this guy because I know he's full of shit. He's all about him and money. He just wants to make money and help his own people like other politicians. I'm not saying the Democrats don't have that too. But everyone makes him out to be some sort of white knight or black knight. He ain't. He's just like everyone else. He's all about him and making money, in my opinion.
You think what is Biden doing? He's giving all of
China. I know
Ukraine in China,
right? China. I know, and his laptop, his son's laptop, right? Like I said, man, who cares? The guy smokes crack and he likes hookers. Okay, big deal. Fucking Kennedy had hookers and was fucking Marilyn Monroe. He was cheating on his wife. Right. Never be lost.
Right. Trump too.
JFK.
Now you're gonna JFK. Did they indict JFK? No.
Hell no. No, they put a bullet. Yeah, they put a bullet in his head. Yes, they did worse. They killed him.
Well, he was about to expose the fucking ring.
Right. And then what happened? Fast forward. Junior, which it was a mistake. I'm sure people were telling him, do not get into politics. Stay the hell away. And he was talking about maybe running. And what happens? He fucking crashes in a plane crash, a mysterious plane crash, which look, I believe in a lot of this shit. He was killed. He was killed by the CIA because they knew he had dirt. He knew what happened to his dad.
He got killed by Hillary.
Well, look, Hillary is involved with some shit too. Clinton's involved with some shit,
Come
but
on, man.
it could be even higher than that.
Let's just talk real talk. He was going to run against Hillary.
Yes.
Who was going to win
Right.
between Hillary and JFK Jr.?
JFK was going to. He would have been president.
You can't win if you dead.
Right.
He
would have won. He would have won.
Come on, man. I mean,
no, like I said, the best criminals get away with it, and the people that get away with shit cover their tracks. And up to now, the Clintons, the Gates, all these people that we talk shit about, I haven't seen them get arrested. I haven't seen them get indicted. But Donald Trump, who apparently is so smart too, is now getting indicted and is about to get indicted in 2 other cases or 3 other cases. But he's so good, right? But these other people don't get caught.
The other people don't get caught.
Why?
They working for they have ownership of all the courts, all the companies, everyone in the whole world. The deep state the world is ran by the deep state. They will never tell on themselves, and they will never let themselves get caught. Would you let yourself get caught? Would you let your best player
tie it up?
Football. Would you take out your quarterback in the Super Bowl? No, you wouldn't. Even if it's Dan Marino on 5 knee surgeries and the robot knee pad. This is the deep state. They're gonna make it look pretty. They're gonna make Tom Brady play till he's 45. This is how the deep state works, bro. This is how fucked up the world is. Is that they won't let them. They're so bad at equally and worse bad. They will not get caught. But what they will do, they will disgrace the other person who's doing less or equal evil, and they will put them out there and banish their name. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're gonna make a circus out of it because they own everything. They got the whole courts corrupt.
Right.
They own everything. What you got to understand that. You think that it's equal. It's not an equal game.
No, it's not. But the other side does not have a very good candidate or that night. It can't be Donald Trump of all people with his history, his involvement with the Russian mob, the Italian mob. I mean, he goes back 30, 40 years, man, and he's not it, bro. He's not it.
Always say that he's with the
truth. But it's true. This is there.
Bro, the fucking Bidens and all these people are fucking human trafficking, child rape, satanic people.
Fine. I agree.
Do you know that? Or
I don't. Okay. Do I know that for sure? No. Is there allegations? Of course.
But you know about Trump, right?
No, but I can tell you this. Okay. But I'm not talking about trafficking. You want to throw the children? That's fine. There's a lot of shit out there. I've seen the Justin Bieber tweet about Yummy, about babies. I know about Andrea Stone or whatever that shit is. But I agree. That shit's out there. I'm not saying it's not true. But let's talk about Trumpy for a second. He opened a casino, the Taj Mahal, right? They were laundering money. They were basically siphoning off. Like, you ever seen the movie Casino? That's what they were doing. He basically ran that shit in the ground. Well, there was 3 executives that were going to testify. They were eventually going to go after him and other people, and these 3 executives were on a helicopter, and mysteriously a helicopter crashed, and everyone died, and those people had a lot of dirt on Trump. I just find it odd. How in the fuck those 3 people died in a helicopter crash, and they were saying that these people had shit to talk about Trump and the Taj Mahal, which ended up going out of business, and it went, why? Because they got fined. They got a major fine from New Jersey. He was laundering money out. It was a business model set up to siphon money like a mobster would do. Have you ever seen the movie Casino? Trump ain't good. He's not a good person. He's all about making money in himself.
Neither is Biden.
Okay, but if we both agree on that, we could both say both of them are not good. But Trump is not less bad than Biden. They're both bad. They're both sucking the teat from the same person. You're saying the deep state is only one side. No, the deep state is all over, if you want to call it. I think they're all over, Republicans and Democrats. And I think they're just doing this shit to fuck with us because both sides are playing this game. It's like WWE. And Trump ain't no different. Trump is just another version.
They all do deals, but listen, the deep the fucking the Mount Rushmore with the Bushes, the Clintons,
Bush is
Biden,
horrible. Horrible.
Trump only ran 4 years, bro.
Right. But he's been fucking with us for years.
Bush Senior's been in the White House since they murdered JFK.
Right. No, I saw somewhere today.
So who's most corrupt?
Oh, the Bush family ran with Nazis. You're talking the Prescott Bush, the family. No, I'm not. Look, I agree with you. Man. But Trump is just another long line of fucking.
You have a hatred towards Trump, bro. You have a hatred towards Trump
because he's not what you think he is. That's all.
No. I know what he is.
Okay, so then we're on the same side then.
I know what on the other side. I know what the other guys are. You don't know that. You want to admit to that?
No, I know that they're in the shady stuff.
No. Do raping children and human trafficking, is that shady?
No, that's horrible.
He's a mobster.
That's horrible.
What is worse, raping children, sacrificing them,
that's horrible.
And eating their blood?
That's horrible.
Trump did a bad casino deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, that only, but he also was best friends with Epstein, who had sex with underage people. Trump's part of that group too.
Of course.
Let's not think that Trump doesn't know about that stuff. See, that's the thing. Trump is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He ain't saving you guys. He ain't saving those people, us. He's not. No, he's in for himself.
Nobody's saying that he's not saving nobody. But what I'm trying to tell you is that he's one of the last chances to expose the deep state. And this is why they're going after him.
Oh. Yeah. When he ends up 6 feet under by some mysterious circumstances, then I'll say there's something mysterious. Because guess what? I'm sure he has dirt on them. And I think here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna make a deal where he's gonna get out of this.
He's such a threat. They could just kill him, right? Right?
Just like how you said
they could. Why don't they kill him? Why don't they just kill him?
Because he has a kill switch. Remember, he knows stuff now. He's in the circle. Remember, Dre, he became president. He became president, right? So when you become president of the United States, you are now in it. You know shit that other people don't know. So you don't think that he has information? Come on, man. They're not gonna off him. They're not gonna do some shit like that. Of course not.
He knew shit before he was president, bro. He grew up in New York he grew up in like you said, with casinos, with mobsters. Yeah. He knows the world is ran. Why you think the white hats picked Trump to run as president against the cabal and Hillary?
He was different.
Because he knows how to talk, and he knows that you cannot predict him. He's unpredictable.
Right. He's different.
That's right. He's not another cookie cutter Obama and fucking Mr. Babbling Biden. You know what I mean?
I also think he was, I don't want to say stupid enough, but I think he was damaged enough to where, like most people, like a Mark Cuban or other, I would love to see Mark Cuban run for president. Billionaire, very successful businessman, the way he talks. But he's like, I don't want to go near politics because it's so fucking vile and it's a mess. It's a mess. And of course, Trump's like, well, I'm Trump. I mean, I was on TV. People like me. The people that watch TV, they know about me. Why not run for president? Because I'm gonna spew all kinds of shit, put the American flag around my body, and say, vote for me. I love America. America first. America first. Which Reagan did, making America again before MAGA. Before MAGA, Reagan did the same thing, but he wasn't like this. So people act like making America great again was the first under Trump. No, Reagan had the same fucking slogan back in 1980, but whatever. But so I just think Trump is a shyster. He's doing whatever, like he did in New York. He's just hustling people, making money, making his name. Every time something happens to him, give me money because they got to help me now. The deep state, make money, more money for him. It's a money-making venture for him. It ain't about saving his ass. It ain't about saving people. It ain't about saving the country. It's about him making money. It's always been about making money.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's just, But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're gonna try to lock him up.
We'll see what happens Tuesday.
Yeah, I know it won't be. I know it won't be him for real getting locked up. He'll
No, he's got to be there, man. He's got to show up. They got to fingerprint him. There's not like they can't just have some other guy show up. It's got to be him.
Bro, come on, man.
I'm just saying
that shit. Come
I'm
on, man,
just saying. I know. Look, I'm just saying. I'm
bro.
talking above
they're gonna
board here.
GTA that shit, man. They're gonna GTA that shit.
GTA.
You know, you remember when we used to play GTA 5 online? We used to do the missions together and
Oh
against
my
each
god.
other, like
Oh
play
my
little
god.
games.
I love the
Like
GTA.
grab the drugs and we had to run
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. I
It's the
can't
same
wait.
thing, man. Trump's gonna do the same thing. He's right. Dre might be right. He might be onto something. It might not be Trump. It might be an imposter, like a decoy car. You know, it might be just some shit like that.
Ronald Trump's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I know we go back and forth on him. Anyone else, even DeSantis, like, he's a Republican. He's Trump light, but at least the guy served in the military. He was a congressman. He did what he had to do. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I'm not a Republican. I'd be like, oh God, more Republican bullshit. Mike Pence, but they were politicians. This guy is just he's a criminal. He's always running around with criminals. His underworld is a lot different than these politicians. Although maybe if you dig deep enough, you'll find people that are involved with crimes and people that are, you dig deep. But this guy, I was like, this guy's he's just a shyster, man. He's all about him. Politicians, at least they make it look like they're about others. Not Trump. Everything he does is always about making money. It's always about the money. And at least on the
dollar bills,
yeah. And again, all politicians make money. And I'm not saying they don't. Look at all these politicians that have been in office for 5-10 years. You see their net worth, they jump. Why? Because they're getting money from fucking everybody. They're getting money from companies. Hey, vote for this to get rid of this. To do this, to remove regulations. They get money. That's how it works. If you're a
bro.
politician,
Of course. I mean, what do you, what do you think? What do you
this
think? What
guy,
is this world made out? What is the control system of this world?
money,
Money. And how do
capitalism.
you control people? How do you control people? With money.
Money.
Okay, of course. That's
Right.
it. It's
And
very
he's
simple.
and he's the summary, and he's the like I said, he has brought out the underpinnings of this country, the armpit. I call it the armpit of the United States. The part of this country, the people in this country that, they're not the smartest people, but they just feel like they've been downtrodden because of what's going on in the cities and other things. And he brings them out. The good and the bad. I think the people that are that really want to get rid of immigrants, people like us and our families, second generations, they wouldn't want us in this country for some of those people. If we're Mexican, and again, you want to call it Mexican, whatever. They don't want those people in this country. They don't want immigrants. They want just Americans in here, not Hispanics. They're at some level, they have some racism in there, some racist overtones. They may not directly, because he always talks about I'm so good for black people and Mexicans, but the truth is what it is.
Everybody's racist, bro.
Everyone's racist. That's some of it. I get that. But the right, there's more racists on the right. And of course, the left, the right's going to always say, oh, well, Lincoln was a Republican, and look what the Democrats did back in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, there were some horrible Democrats, but guess what? It got flipped when Lyndon Johnson became president, and he helped a lot of people, and then the Republicans basically switched. All the fucking racists and all the really hardcore, the South Republicans, they became from the South because that's where all the shit was going on in the South. So, look, man, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, Jared. We're both coming from the same aspect that we know there's a deep state. We know there are things going on. I just think that Trump ain't all that everybody thinks he is. He ain't saving nobody. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, hey, if you wanna act like the other side is equally as nice, or acting like they're better. You haven't done your research, sir. They're actually worse. And the only thing that we got trying to fight against them is a fucking Trump. That's the thing.
Oh God, we're screwed.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right. So we're gonna have to end in a minute or so because my phone's about to die. So again, thank you. Yeah, my shit. Well, I can't. I got a headset on. So thanks for listening to the Fam 305 podcast. You can listen to us. Anchor is now called Spotify for podcasters. So we're gonna have to do an advertisement. I'll have to get with you guys on that. We need to do something. But you can listen to us on that. Well, they won't listen to us on that, but iTunes, Google, you name it, we're on there. The website's still up, fam305.com, Facebook, like, share, and subscribe. Guys, thanks for coming on. I know we got to do more of these together, man. We don't do too many, but
yeah.
All right. So y'all be good. Y'all
Yes,
be good.
sir.
And don't protest, okay? Don't protest when Trump gets arrested, okay, guys? Put your hats away.
Yeah.
Trey, put your hat away.
Oh yeah. You want to be a communist? Just support the Biden family.
Listen, you can give me your social security checks. We can talk about that's another deal. That's another deal about communism and socialism. But you can give me your social security checks if you don't want social security. I'll take your money.
Nah,
All right.
I don't need no handout, bro.
Hey, you already get it.
Guys.
You don't want to give it to me. All right. Anyways.
All right, bro.
Right.
Yep.
All right, later, guys. Like, share, subscribe. The Fam 305.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the Fam 305.